Hi, my name is Ron Harper Jr. I'm standing in front of my property here on North Charlotte Street in Manheim, Pennsylvania. And I'm going to walk the short, 150 feet to get to the square. And I want to talk to you about what's going on with the square. You know, the government, the Manheim Borough, has had plans that have been met with much derision because, quite frankly, it doesn't really do the job that it's supposed to do. And I want to talk to you about an idea that will absolutely make this space wonderful in terms of pedestrian traffic, in terms of car traffic, and it will allow them to both coexist. Now, here at the corner, and if you look, one of the great features about the square is that it is 150 feet wide from building to building and 556 feet that way. If you're doing the math, that comes to 1.9 acres of land. Now, listen to that traffic going by here, right? And this is the issue, folks. What do we have now at this square? It's 1.9 acres. And there's a group that's been formed called Save Our Square. And the object is to prevent the borough's plan from going forth. And I completely understand that because it really doesn't do the job of making it pedestrian friendly and safe for vehicle traffic to travel through safely. Now, folks, as we come across here, I am waiting for traffic, of course. There's lots of room here, folks. Lots of room and lots of space. And what does this space get us? Absolutely nothing. But we have right here in the middle of the square a parking lot. Now, folks, today our square consists of two streets with a parking lot in the middle. And in the very center of the square, we have a 3,000 square foot area with a gazebo on it. Now, in order to get to this gazebo, you have to cross a street that is filled oftentimes with truck and car traffic. Look here, folks. You see that? So what am I proposing? Well, to begin with, there's no reason for the traffic that has to come through the square to come in the area in which the people are. So how are we going to accomplish that? So this is the westbound lane, and you'll notice the trucks going through. Is he going 25 miles an hour? I don't think so. But look, here's what we do, folks. We put the through lanes right here over this way, and both east and westbound lanes. And then we put a barrier up right here to prevent the pedestrian area from being overrun by vehicles. We slide this parking that is here in the westbound lane and we move it that way. And then we put right in between the parking area, right now there's a 4-foot strip, we put a lane so that people can park their vehicles on either side of this lane. We spread this part out that way, move the parking area that way, and then there can be a lane right here. Now I have a diagram And you understand, folks, I'm not an architect. I'm not a designer of roads, etc. But I know how to use Photoshop. All right. Here we have another truck rumbling through. But with my idea, that truck would be over there. And then this area, from the parking area that way to that street, will be a half acre used as a pedestrian mall. And this pedestrian mall is a half acre. You got all this road here, this entire road, and the sidewalks can be used as a pedestrian mall. What about parking? Well, folks, I already told you this area that's now used as a meeting area, that can be used as parking. And because the parking area will all be this way, and then everything this way will be the pedestrian mall. Now look, I just came up with this idea Friday a week ago. I'm not suggesting that I've worked out all the kinks and the details, but what I am saying, folks, is that this current square as we know it is nothing but a parking lot between two very busy streets, and it's not pedestrian friendly at all. And by moving through lanes over there and restricting all of the pedestrian traffic except right here in the center and on the ends, the traffic never has to stop for cars backing up, cars parking, and it creates basically a throughput so that the traffic can move through unimpeded by anything. Now, folks, I understand there's a lot of emotion with this, but please, excuse me, consider this. Let's do something that really makes this square an improvement, because right now is nothing but a parking lot between streets. And that, my friends, is not worth keeping it this way. Let's improve it by making some real fundamental changes that will increase pedestrian safety as well as vehicle safety. Thank you. Please check out manheimsquare.com for more information.